Yes, people. Well, Operation Scatter is in full effect. And if you don't know what that is by now, it basically means Andy Burnham's plan to scatter all the migrants, the illegal migrants, I should say, the hotel dwellers, the dinghy boys, whatever reference you want to give them. But yeah, this is basically the situation that we're in right now. It's not very good. So I'm now hearing from a lot of people up and down the country who are absolutely furious. The people who were relatively silent up till now, and they're starting to come out, they're starting to speak, they're starting to have a voice. These are the people who were probably just sat on the wall, sort of saying, all the people going out there making a stand, you know, waving their flags about. What do they do? What are they doing? What's the point of all this? What's the point of all that? It's almost like a little bit of karma, although I don't want to inflict it on anyone, because obviously it is not a nice situation to be having these migrants scattered everywhere. How I take a little bit of light from it is obviously it's been in our area here. We've been complaining about it. We've been campaigning about it. We've been trying to get something done about it. And again, all you get is these people just take the piss. And now it's starting to filter through to the rest of the world. Yeah. All the rest of Great Britain, I should say. The world is already aware of what is going on in this country more than what we actually are. Yeah. They've got more of a clue when you look at sort of foreign news channels, Australian news channels, French news channels, American news channels. They got more of a clue what's going on in this country than what we have, because we're being brainwashed. Yeah, they're literally forcing certain types of news channels down on your throats. They're now, you know, restricting what you are seeing and putting in front of sort of little sort of news channels like mine who sort of do a little bit of independent sort of media. Yeah, we're now at the bottom of the list, and now when you switch on YouTube, all you get is Sky News, Sky News, Sky News. And as we know, they're the fake channels. Yeah, they're making you watch this shit. They're trying to put things in a direction. Yeah, they're trying to only filter through to you certain types of news, so you've only got one perspective and one view. Yeah, you have to search for other news channels. You have to look at what other people are saying about this situation. Yeah, right. It isn't going to get any better with Andy Burnham. All he's done now, he's awoken these people who were on the fence. I wouldn't quite call them lefties, although some of them will be lefties automatically. Yeah, it's going to be, like I say, the people who are straight bang smack in the middle, I would say, and they're the ones who probably haven't really sort of spoken up till now, have not said anything. Now these type of people who were, like I say, sitting on the fence, they are now pissed off, they're now angry, they're now feeling the same frustration as you and I have. You know, anyone who's had these hotels, these places, these HMOs in your area, yeah, you understand. You've been living it, yeah? You've been living the frustration, while the rest of the world who have not been affected by it have been going, oh, what are they moaning about? Yeah, what's their problem? Yeah, why are they waving their flags and getting all like, you know, shitty? Yeah, I just think it's a good thing because it has awoken, and I think it is an opportunity now people have awoken, is to get everyone out together. We need to all come together. We've now got the same message. Yeah, if you're pissed off about this, start turning up at the protests. Don't think it's not going to do anything. What does nothing is when you get really, really small numbers, because people literally sit on the fence and they can't be bothered. Yeah, they can't be bothered because it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them at this stage, but now it's affecting them. We've got a different perspective on the whole situation. Yeah, we've got sleepy little villages who have got, you know, maybe a couple of hundred people in them, some less, who are going to have like 800-900, some of them 1,200 migrants dropped in. Yeah, dropped into those villages. What do you think is going to happen to that? What do you think? Yeah? A lot of the churches are now not being used because there's just not enough vicars and people to go to the services. So you'll get one vicar who might go around maybe sort of 3 or 4 churches. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's a really, really bad thing, because what that does mean is, because these churches are not derelict, but they're going into sort of disrepair. They're not having any money spent on them. The Church of England is just not doing anything with them, yeah, to promote it. They're killing it, yeah. They're killing themselves here. They really are. They're killing the whole faith. What will happen is these people will come into the areas, they'll settle in the areas, and those churches, at some point, mark my words, will start to get taken over. We've seen it up and down the country, Birmingham, Leeds, all these places. I've seen programs where, you know, these churches, these derelict churches or non-used churches, are them being bought up by these people, you know, and they're being converted, and we're going to lose all of our Christian heritage. Christianity is under attack by its own, yeah, because the church is doing nothing to help these churches. You know, they've got plenty of money as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're just leaving them. They're not doing anything. And you know, there is a lot going on in between the church, and a lot of sort of people within the church, believe it or not, are fighting. It's the wokeism within there. Yeah, you've got the old ones and the new ones. It's exactly the same. It's going on wherever you may be, yeah? Even if you are, like I say, in the church, it's going on there as well, yeah? It's crazy to think that, isn't it? We're going to get a lot more problems up and down the country. We're going to get a lot more antisocial behaviour, muggings, rapes, murders. We're going to get it all, yeah? It's all coming. It's already here. It's already started. It's on the news every day. These sort of things that maybe wouldn't happen very often, maybe every 6 months it would flash up on the news. They're happening every day, but multiple things are happening every day. It's never been as bad as what it is now, and I don't think at the moment with a Labour government it certainly isn't going to get any better. Yeah, the Labour government is the worst thing this country has ever encountered. Now, we all know that the Labour government is basically, you know, just the Fabian society, isn't it? Yeah. And we know that the Fabian society is nothing about sort of Christianity or anything like that. It's all about the destruction of Christianity. They want to remove it. They want to replace it with Islam. And that basically, as far as I'm concerned, is their agenda, and has always been the agenda, which is why people just, if they don't understand, you have to sort of look into it a little bit deeper, yeah? They are destructive. They're trying to destroy the country as it is. They want to change it to, you know, to basically be an Islamic state, which other countries are already sort of accusing us of being that, aren't they? Look at, you know, I think it was America the other day said that we were an Islamic state of Great Britain. It's crazy, but I can see why other countries have got that perspective of us right now, and the only way we're going to change it is by getting this Fabian society Labour government out. They don't belong. They've done nothing but destruct what has been a brilliant, beautiful country, and all they've done is they've just disabled it, haven't they? You know, I didn't want to say that word, that's what I'm stuttering, do you know what I mean? But they've disabled the country, yeah, by putting all these people into it, and it's just basically choking it. It's just ruining the very fabric of what we were in the United Kingdom. We don't even resemble what we used to be, yeah? We're nothing like it. But I do believe we can get it back. I believe with a strong government, with a strong message, you know, Rupert Lowe, Nigel Farage together would be brilliant. But the general message, send them all back, you know what I mean? And I don't mean people who have settled here and who have got rights to be here and stuff like that. I don't mean that. I don't think that's fair. I think people, if they have been here for a number of years, they've got their citizenship. It is what it is, really. But the ones, every single one who's come through, you know, illegally through on the boat, I believe they should be removed. You know, I don't believe we should be removing people who have the right to be here, who have done it properly, who have gone through the process. Yeah, I don't believe we have the right to remove them, but I do believe that we have the right to remove the ones who are forcing themselves on us, coming on the boats, coming on the planes, coming in the back of lorries, getting smuggled in cars. Yeah, it ain't just boats. We're so focused on the boats, it's just, you know, they're pushing us in a certain direction. You have to think about all the other, you know, things which are going on. And trust me, they're coming through in cars and lorries, and they have been, and planes as well, you know. Been booking a holiday, you know, a return holiday, and they just don't get back on the plane. Yeah, I bet that. There's loads where they've done that. Because it's the easiest way, isn't it? It's just to book a flight, book a week holiday, yeah, and then just don't return. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You don't have to get on no boat. You don't need to pay no fucking traffickers. You just get on that boat, on that plane, and then that's it. You just literally, and I guarantee you loads have got on like that, yeah, because they have got passports, these people, they have got identification. They just choose to, like I say, do it in a certain way. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. I'm just gabbling shit now. I need your opinions on this one because it's quite a spicy subject at the minute. And, you know, I just think it's not a good thing, not a bad thing, but it's just good that we've woken everyone up with it. I think Andy Burnham, he's made a mistake here. He could have cemented himself in history as being a really good Prime Minister by actually doing something about this. And it's really easy, we've all discussed it, so easy, yeah. I think most of us could solve this situation if you put us in Parliament, yeah, gave us a bit of power. I think every one of us, yeah, would be able to solve this situation. It's easy, yeah. We have a navy, we have a small channel, it's fucking simple. Change the legislation, send them back. Don't allow them to, they're invaders. I personally think we need to make a massive stand now, all together, again, all the people who are annoyed with this situation. If you've got a migrant camp or whatever location, HMO, hotel or whatever, opening near a village, town, city near you, you need to link up to your, you know, local patriotic groups and sort of join them, yeah, and support, yeah, because it's the only way your voice is ever going to be heard. Yeah, it isn't going to do nothing if everyone keeps getting together and starts, you know, making a big stand. Yeah, the problem is like I say, it's always been numbers. We need bigger numbers, and I think we're going to get it now. I think more people are waking up to the fact that, you know, the drum that we have been banging is being, you know, it's been the right one. You know what I mean? It's been a good sounding drum. Yeah, we've just taken a little while for people in this country just to wake up to what is actually happening, you know what I'm saying? So just to finish off then, people, do you think I'm right or do you think I'm wrong? Do you think that what Andy Burnham has done is actually now awoken a large amount of the country? And do you think this is going to be the point now, the turning point? Because Labour are finished. They're finished, yeah? This is their last hurrah. This guy's come in to have a really good chance at doing something, to saving them, and he's completely fucked it up, yeah? It's only a matter of time now before Labour get outed and we get a new government in. It's just how many of you are going to come together, how many of you are going to unite for the right reasons, yeah? These lefties, they're mad, they're nuts. You get those lefties in, this country will be finished, yeah? We have to get this crazy left out. But yeah, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Put your comments in below. Let me know what you think of this, like I say, this video. It's a very, very touchy subject at the minute, but I am very, very vocal about it because ultimately I am very, very passionate about my country and about what goes on here, and we cannot have the destruction of the United Kingdom anymore. We have to now do something, yeah. And I do, I'm smiling because I think we're at that point. We're at that point now where something definitely is going to happen. It's just a little bit of time, yeah. We need a general election right now. I think a general election would solve a lot of issues, yeah. It really would, but you know, comments below, people. Cheers.